What if the person who changes your life forever is someone your soul already knows? What if recognition doesn't happen in the mind, but in the silence beneath it, in the quiet place inside you, where memory isn't stored, but remembered? You ask, how do I recognize my twin flame? Not by searching, not by chasing, but by noticing the one connection that refuses to behave like the others. Let's begin. Part 1. The first sign, the shock of familiarity. You meet them, a stranger, a face you've never seen, a voice you've never heard, and yet, something in you whispers, I know you. Not in a romantic way, not in a logical way, in a way your brain can't explain, but your soul refuses to deny. Most people think recognition is fireworks, excitement, intensity. But the truth, twin flame recognition feels like returning to a room you forgot existed and knowing exactly where everything is. It is the collapse of distance between two lives that have never touched physically, yet have been intertwined for lifetimes. You don't fall in love. You remember it. Part 2. The second sign, the mirror effect. Psychologists call it limbic resonance. Mystics call it soul reflection. Twin flame runners simply call it terrifying, because this person mirrors you. Your wounds, your longing, your avoidance patterns, your rawest truths. You don't recognize them because they are perfect. You recognize them because they reflect the parts of yourself you forgot to heal. Your fears show up in them, your insecurities, your suppressed desires, your childhood wounds, your dormant power. You are not meeting another person. You are meeting the unedited version of yourself, and most people aren't ready for that. Part 3. The third sign, the uncontrollable energy shift. Twin flame recognition isn't emotional. It's neurological, biochemical, energetic. Your chest feels tight. Your stomach flips. Your hands shake. Your thoughts spiral. Your nervous system fires, like it's trying to remember a language you used to speak. Dopamine spikes. Serotonin drops. Oxytocin surges. Your heart races. It feels like anxiety, but it's awakening. You are being pulled out of your normal vibration into something your body has not lived yet, but your soul has lived many times. This is why the connection feels both magnetic and overwhelming. You're not imagining it. You're remembering it. Part 4. The fourth sign, the instant spiritual acceleration. Every twin flame connection triggers a rapid spiritual shift. Your life before them feels blurry. Your life after them feels inevitable. You suddenly notice synchronicities, angel numbers, dreams of them, intuitive messages, emotional downloads, heightened sensitivity, inner child wounds resurfacing, new spiritual gifts awakening. The universe begins rearranging itself around the connection, not because they are your soulmate, but because they are your soul mirror. Recognition doesn't just change how you feel. It changes who you are. Part 5. The fifth sign, the silent pull. Most people think twin flames are recognized by intensity, number. The deeper sign is the pull, the invisible, irrational, unexplainable pull back to them. After days, weeks, months, or years of silence, you try to forget them. You distract yourself. You date someone else. You bury yourself in work. You tell yourself it's over, and yet, your soul keeps pulling on a thread. That leads back to them. Not in obsession, not in infatuation. In truth, because even when they hurt, you misunderstand, you run from you still feel connected to them. In a way, logic can't disprove. This is the recognition phase, and it is only the beginning. Part 6. The sixth sign. The internal breakdown. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Your twin flame doesn't just enter your life. They disrupt it, expose it, restructure it, awaken it. Old coping mechanisms stop working. Old relationships feel misaligned. Old dreams feel too small. You're not falling apart. You're shedding. Your soul is rearranging itself to make room for its mirror. That is recognition. The awakening disguised as chaos. Part 7. The seventh sign. The peace beneath the chaos. This is the part most people misunderstand. Twin flame recognition is chaotic on the surface, but peaceful underneath. Even when you argue, even when you separate, even when they trigger you, even when the connection scares you, there is a deep, unshakable knowing this is not the end. Not because you're naive, not because you're desperate, not because you're imagining it, because the soul recognizes itself. Even when the mind is confused, you feel peace in the middle of the storm they create. Only a soul connection can do that. Only a twin flame can do that. Part 8. The real answer. How do you recognize them? Not by chasing signs, not by analyzing messages, not by predicting timelines, not by forcing synchronicities. You recognize your twin flame. By the way they change your inner world. By the way they turn your life inside out. By the way they ignite your wounds and activate your healing. By the way they awaken your intuition. By the way they reflect your truth. By the way they collapse time. By the way they make you feel like you are meeting yourself in another body. You don't recognize them mentally. You recognize them spiritually. Your soul reacts before your mind understands. If you are asking, is this person my twin flame? Then ask yourself something deeper. Does this connection awaken the parts of me I once tried to silence? If the answer is yes, you already know. Twin flames aren't recognized by logic. They are recognized by remembrance. Recognition is not an event. It is awakening. Welcome to it. Welcome to Eternal Twin Flame Union.